One of the great blessings of my life as a priest here at St. Francis is people ask me all the time, Father, what can I pray for? And particularly in consideration of where we are as a parish, where we are as a diocese, and everything going on with Real Presence and Real Future right now, one of the most helpful prayers is to return to contemplation of the parable of the Good Samaritan. In the latter half of the 10th chapter of Luke's Gospel, Jesus tells the story of the Good Samaritan, of the person who was lying in the ditch, wounded and helpless, of the priest and Levite who either were unaware that there was somebody lying by the side of the road or for whatever reason decided not to stop and kept moving on. And then finally, the figure of the Good Samaritan, who was the one who stopped, who bound up the wounds of the wounded person and carried that person to a place of healing and safety. And the point of our contemplation, and whether we're contemplating ourselves as persons, or maybe our family, or maybe our parish, is to ask the question, who am I or who are we in that story? And as we think about our history, at what points was I or were we the ones who were wounded and helpless? When were we the ones who stopped to render aid and to offer safety and healing? And perhaps most importantly, at what point in my life or at what point in our history were we the ones who either were unaware of the problem or said, even if we became aware of that there was a problem, were the ones who said, well, I just don't have time right now, or I just don't have the energy or the skill right now, or isn't that somebody else's job? So one of the particular concerns that I've had about the response to Real Presence, Real Future is in communities that say, well, we're not changing anything, so I don't really think this is going to affect us, when in reality, the changes that are occurring in conjunction with Real Presence, Real Future are going to alter the relationships and the activities of every baptized person in the diocese. So let us be in a perpetual state of contemplating where we are in our life, the reality of what is happening, not only to us and to the people that we know, but perhaps the people around us whom we haven't even met yet, or whose cause for concern, cause for suffering may be currently unknown to us, and pray that the Lord in His goodness will reveal to us the work and the activity and the relationships that He will bless, and that where we have failed to stop and render aid, failed to stop and render safety and healing in the past, that we'll begin to do it now because of the blessing of all the great changes that are in store. And as always, remember, God is who He says He is. You are who He says you are, and live the life that He created you to live.